My Lady Jane was just perfect. It was such a good fantasy fiction. I could not even imagine how good it was when I was watching it. Just episode one, and I already loved it.
Yeah, the series is so nice, and I like the fact that it was able to surprise me. I was not expecting the things I saw in the series. I kind of knew what to expect going to the series, but there were a lot of surprises throughout the series that I really appreciated and I enjoyed. It's so nice. I love the series so much.
This 8-part series on Prime Video, we don't know yet if there's going to be season 2, but I think with how it was ended, it's still open. I think the story can still be explored, and with the fan reaction, I believe and I trust Prime. Thank you guys. I felt that you were going to make a season 2 for us, hopefully.
So this series is based on 2016 adult fiction book written by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jodie Meadows.
If you have seen this series, you know that this show is not based on facts. It's just based on pure fiction. And here's what the synopsis has to say. My Lady Jane bears only a passing resemblance to actual history because sometimes history needs a little help, and I couldn't agree more.
So My Lady Jane is based on the 16-year-old Jane who ruled England in 1553 for just 9 days and ended up the nickname the 9-Day Queen. She and her husband Guilford Dudley were killed because they refused to embrace Catholicism and denounce Protestantism. History was truly a mess.
However, Jane in the series was retold as a fierce young girl who loves to read, who loves her herbs, and even has dreams. At that time, it's crazy, dreams of writing her own book. And also, this series also highlighted her sweet, sweet romance with Guilford Dudley.
My favorite thing, I don't even know if I should even say it, if I will not be spoiling for you, so you'll not be as surprised as I was while watching the series, was the Ethians in the series. Like, I did not see that part coming at all, and I must say that this story, I think it was very well written, and one of my favorite genres is historical romance, and I love a good historical romance with great chemistry, and that is what Lady Jane was. A really good one that is funny and just swoon-worthy.
As shape-shifting part of it, I said, okay, I sat up quickly. I just love that fantasy bit to it so much. If I can see the creator of the show, I can give them a very, very big hug because I really love the series. It's exactly what I needed. The romance was really nice. The enemies to lovers. Then there were also a marriage of convenience. And I just liked how everything was really just well intertwined. I've not read the book yet. I wish I did. But anyway, the series was just spot on. I've not seen anyone that said I don't like the series yet.
Yeah, I like how they played with everything. We're retelling history, so in our own way, we're adding elements you will not normally see in real life. The characters in the series are just amazing. I don't think there's anyone I won't put above the other. I love Jane so much. She's this strong-headed girl that knows what she wants, of course. I like her mom. I like her sisters. I like Guilford. I like Guilford's father. I like Guilford's brother. There are a lot of people I love in this series. The characters are so rich and well written and very funny. But I think my favorite person, it has to be the narrator. It's just sassy and funny. I think that's my favorite character in the series if I have to pick. But I love every single person. Even Princess Mary, I like her. They're all like on the same level for me, but I think the person I'll put up there as my favorite character because narration was done so well.
My favorite character, I can't pick anyone because every single character was just amazing. I love a series, book, anything that has a very good load of sarcasm. And that was what was portrayed in this entire series. Sarcasm, sarcasm, sarcasm everywhere. The characters were just funny. Not even trying so hard. I cannot even put anyone above the other. But if I had to, I think I'm going to put Jane's mother, Lady Frances, and the patriarch of the Dudley family in one line. They were just the epitome of crazy parents, but parents that will do anything for their children. They're very imperfect. They don't go into the series thinking that, oh, those two were just some kind of stellar parents. No, they were far from perfect parents, but they got the job done. That's why I like them so much. Their lines, everything was perfect. I love Jane. I love her husband. I love every single person, even the people that were not even like main characters, that were just adding to the entire spice of this series was well put out. Every single person that was involved in this series, they did a good job.
Another favorite thing I have about this series is the pacing. The pacing was not noticeable at all. And it was just an easy binge for me.
Yeah, I liked everything about the pacing. I liked the plot as well. Everything was really perfect. Well, between the fact that Jane, this sad story about the original Lady Jane in real life, then they tried to rewrite her story to be a happy one. I like that. this series was not just love story or fantasy, historical romance. It had a lot of tones and themes to it. It had especially feminist theme, and especially as giving it a modern twist to everything, because history is ridiculous most of the time. Some kind of things like bedding ceremony, some things are just ridiculous. So that feminism part where the woman can even do a lot of things except her owner tells her to do it, or her owner permits her, how a woman has to be married, or they'll lose their footing, they'll lose their, it was just ridiculous. We saw it in Frances, we saw it for Lady Jane, we even saw it for Jane's sisters. Even the villain Mary could not become king because she's a lady. So yeah, it's just showing a lot of things of how the society viewed women at that time.
Yeah, it's animated in a very funny way, because if you are somebody that still even keeps to his opinions about women, now you are viewing from Jane's point of view. A lot of things that they told Jane, I like how the show just tried to make you see that this thing you are saying does not make any sense. Like, now that you heard it like this, does it even make any sense? So I like how they put in the feminist theme throughout, and the songs, and it has this feminist undertone to it. And I saw one creator, I want to watch the series, I anticipated it. And this is why I know, because she is somebody that she talks about, or she likes to give feminist point of view for movies and movies about women and their female directors. She was like, she wanted to watch Lady Jane, but after seeing first episode, she was, and moving on, the more she watched the series, she was like, what's the point of this series? So I was reluctant to see the series, because I said, she doesn't like it, that means the series must be really silly. When I went to it, I saw the point of the series. I don't think the series is pointless, especially for somebody that make content about feminist views or opinion for movies and series. I'm like, okay.
Then the parenting style in My Lady Jane as well was, like I said earlier, about the patriarch of the Dudley family and Frances. And it just shows how a lot of people, how most of the time children were just for political bargain, and they're just in the crossfire most of the time. So yeah, that was also a major theme that I noticed in this series.
Yeah, even the way they allowed the little girl to drink, they just allowed her to be free, kind of. But at the same time, there are some things they don't allow to, like they say, drink beer, don't drink wine. There's just a lot of questionable parenting style.
The other things that you might notice, love of country. The theme that is most important to me is who says who gets to live and who gets to die. Because in this series, they are shapeshifters and they are normal people. The people who are not shapeshifters are called Verity. And this Verity, that's human beings, they have an upper hand here. I understand their fear and understand that, okay, some people can shapeshift into bear, can shift into owls and everything. It's crazy, something you don't really know. So they were killing these other people, they were harming them. It was just a lot. But at the same time, they were still amongst them. It just really mirrored the society that we're in, that, okay, who gets to say who's normal, who gets to say who is not normal? Because imagine that the people that were shapeshifters are actually going to have the upper hand. That means they will be the ones making the rules. Okay, kill these normal people. Like, why can you not shapeshift from your normal form? So it just shows whoever is in power is one that is on top. So yeah, I really like that thing, because it really just reflects how the society sees any single person that is different.
Yeah, the Verity versus the Ethiopian theme, they can relate it to anything in life. In reality, we don't have shapeshifters, or maybe we do, and humans trying to coexist in one place. But so I think it's important how, when you don't understand something that's happening, because they are in their mind, this is actually witchcraft. When you don't understand what's happening, you want to kill it, or you don't want. Sometimes you don't want to learn, or you don't just want to welcome change, embrace other people in your space or in your community, just because you don't know who they are, or you don't like how they look or what they stand for. So I think that theme was really important. That's just I think that's the main thing in the series, and it was beautiful. I'll give this series 5 stars. It's a swoon-worthy romantic comedy, completely hilarious. From the select performances of all the actors and the narrator, to the music, to the cinematography, everything was perfect. 5 stars.
I'll rate it 5 out of 5 as well, because I really liked it. I wasn't expecting to like it, and I did. Until next time, do take care of yourself, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Goodbye.